US could be next virus epicenter as India looks down. Global recession looms. The United States could become the global epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic, the World Health Organization said on Tuesday, as India announced a full 24 hours. Nationwide lockdown in the world's second most populous country. India joined the ranks of Britain and other countries clamping down the hold by the virus and business activity collapsed from Japan to the United States as a record pace in March. The highly contagious coronavirus had caused entire region to be placed on lockdown. In some places, soldiers are patrolling the streets to keep consumers and workers indoors, halting supplies and production and breaking supply chains. The global health crisis is rapidly morphing into a global recession, as there is a clear tension between preventing infection and running the economy, said Eduardo Campanella, an economic at UniCredit Bank in Milan. But Wall Street bonds from the region lost that investor in their hopes on the U.S. in passing a $2 trillion stimulus bill. Confirmed coronavirus cases around the world exceeded 377,000 across 194 countries and territories at early Tuesday, according to a Reuters tally. More than 16,500 of them fatal. In Geneva, WHO spokeswoman Margaret Harris said infection in the United States had greatly increased. Over the preceding 24 hours, 85% of new cases were in Europe and the United States, and of those, 40% were in the United States. As of Monday, the virus had infected more than 42,000 people there, killing at least 559. Asked whether the United States could become the new epicenter, Harris said, "We are now seeing a very large acceleration in cases in the US, so it does have that potential." Some US state and local officials have declared a lack of coordinated federal action, saying that having localities act on their own had put them in competition for supplies. President Donald Trump acknowledged the difficulty. "The world market for face masks and ventilators is crazy. We are helping the states to get equipment, but it is not easy," he tweeted. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Tuesday the government would impose a nationwide lockdown from midnight for 21 days. Health researchers have warned that more than 1 million people in India could be infected with the coronavirus by mid-May, prompting the government to shut down all air and train travel, businesses and schools. On Tuesday, Modi, leader of the world's biggest democracy, went further, saying nobody would be allowed to leave their homes. "The only way to save ourselves from coronavirus is if we don't leave our homes. Whatever happens, we stay at home," Modi said. India has so far reported 482 confirmed cases of coronavirus and 9 deaths. Olympic organizer giving. Olympic Games organizer and the Japanese government had clung to the hope that the world's biggest sporting event could go ahead, but finally bowed to inevitable to make Tokyo 2020 the latest and biggest victim of reverse sporting calendar. After a call with International Olympic Committee, President Thomas Bach, Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said the July 24 to August 9 event would be rescheduled for the summer of 2021 at the latest, as proof of victory over the coronavirus. President Bach said he is in agreement, 100%. It was the first time in the Olympics' 124 years history that they had been postponed, so they were cancelled out try to return during the 20th Century World War. On the top 10 century by case number, Italy had reported the highest fatality rate, at around 10%, which at least partly reflects its older population. The fatality rate globally, the ratio of deaths to confirmed infections is around 4.3%. So national figure can vary widely according to how much testing is done. Britain, believed by experts to be about 2 ways behind Italy in the outbreak circle, on Tuesday began capstone movement without president in peacetime after Prime Minister Boris Johnson ordered the country to stay at home. The streets of the capital were quiet as though but attention shop closed and people only went to work if it was unavoidable. Johnson had resisted pressure to impose a full lockdown even that other European countries had done so, but were forced to change tack as protection shower health system could become overwhelmed. Meanwhile, China Hubei province, but original center of the outbreak, will leave caps on people leaving the area, but other regions will tighten control that the new cases double due to imported infections. The provincial capital Wuhan, which has been in total lockdown since January 23, will lift its travel restriction on April 8. However, the risk from overseas infection appears to be on the rise, promoting thorough screening and quarantine measures increase discharge as the capital Beijing. U.S. Congress still raised $2 trillion coronavirus aid deal. Democrats and Republicans in the divided U.S. Congress said they were close to a deal on $2 trillion stimulus package to limit the coronavirus pandemic's economic toll. But the vote on the bill on Tuesday looked increasingly unlikely as talks dragged on. If the words all magically came together, we could vote early this evening. But my guess is that it will probably be sometime tomorrow morning, Democratic Senator Patrick Leahy told reporters on Tuesday evening. The $2 trillion proposal would include $500 billion fund to help hard-hit industrial and comparable amount to send direct payment of up to $3,000 to millions of U.S. families, as well as $350 billion for small business loans, $250 billion for expanded unemployment aid, and at least $75 billion for hospitals. It aims to stem the heavy economic impact of a pandemic that has killed more than 660 people in the United States and sickened more than 50,000 just 1,000 businesses, thrown millions out of work and less started to over 100 million people, nearly a third of the population, to stay at home. The money at stake in the stimulus legislation amounts to more than what the U.S. government spent on national defense, scientific research, highway construction, and other discretionary programs. Assistance to state was among its deal negotiators discussed on Tuesday, according to a standard official from President Donald Trump administration, who spoke on condition of anonymity. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the top Democrat in Congress, said negotiators had agreed to more oversight provision for the proposed $500 billion to help hard-hit industries, restoring one sticking point. The latest version would increase unemployment benefit by up $600 a week, ensuring that many who lost their job would not see a drop in income. According to a Democratic aid, U.S. dollar benefits vary by state, but currently are up to $450 a week, below the poverty line for a family of four. The bill called for an inspector general and a bipartisan congressional panel to monitor the industrial aid, sources said. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, the administration foreman in stimulus talk, would have to tell lawmakers about what companies were tapping the aid. According to the administration official, companies would face restrictions on stock buyback and executive pay.